folks, I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai Super Robot Chogokin Mazinger Zero. Alright, my zillions, this is one that I've had for a bit in my backlog, and honestly, the only reason I got it out now was because somebody pointed out there's a problem with the hands on this one. It's a really weird problem, and we're going to talk about that right after this opening here. But, you know, it made me take this guy out. This was one of the final pieces, and it might have been the final regular release from Super Robot Chogokin, which is a line I desperately miss. It's so sad that they did away with this. You got super robots for $100 or less. Most of the time less. Only like a few pieces whenever it went up that high or a little bit above that. And I just miss it. They were good, solid, chunky pieces. And some that I feel like I wanna go back and revisit here because I didn't review that many of them. I'm glad I still had this guy in the box. Of course, he has problems, but we'll discuss that. So let's get to it. All right, for accessories, we get 2 extra hands. These are 2 open hands. And this was the problem I wanted to talk about. For whatever reason, the hands on this guy develop like a rusty looking powdery substance over them. Pretty much everyone across the board that has gotten these has reported it. I think it's something with how they treated or didn't treat the paint over this. So I had to wipe it down quite a bit, wash them, wipe them with alcohol, whatever, to get it off. And I'm hearing also reports that it comes back somehow. But I have a feeling that's more if you leave them in the packaging. It has something to do with leaving them in the packaging, I would guess. Moisture, all that. But that's the open hands. Here are the fist hands. And you can tell that there's like the hands are a different color. They're not black anymore. Because I wiped them down. And I think that was the paint like just kind of disintegrating. And you can see in there that there is a like coppery looking substance. See that? Yeah, that's it. I couldn't even get those out. So I think I'm going to paint these over. I think that's the best thing to do. All right, I'm just going to move on right here since we have these right here. You get the iron cutters. And I made a cut anyway. You get the iron cutters. You get in 2 different sizes here. Big and small. Put them in any way you want. There is another one of these. It's probably here on the table somewhere. Or, you know, somewhere else. But you do get another one. And the arms fall off because they do like a rocket punch type of thing. And you can switch arms with others, you know, Super Robot Chogokins. But you do get the iron cutters, and they do look good. Small and big, like I said. Moving to the back here, we do get the big Zero Scrander. Oh, and then part of everything just fell off this guy, which is huge. And yeah, this turns into like a big thing here. I don't know if it comes apart. I don't think it does, but very big, nice glossy red paint on this. You saw that these came out, but there's really no use for that right here. You do get the powder, which came out way too easy, unfortunately. Looks good. Nice blue metallic paint, that glossy red again. And the trick is to get it in the peg and just press it down so it's nice and sturdy, which it is. All right, so you get the gold horny ears. Horny, oh my god. And again, the powder popping out. And the mouth, which does, you know, in on itself, it's fine. It looks fine enough, and it's different. I do like the lines that go up from the eyes and down the neck. Those red lines, those are pretty cool. And around the yellow eyes, it looks really good. You do get a little bit of sprue mark there. This is what it looks like from the back. So it's an interesting design altogether there on the head. The chest pieces look really good. I do like them. They do seem to pop out a little bit too much, and you know, since there's like nothing for it to do here, I wish they didn't pop out, but they do. The chest looks pretty good. Otherwise, the shoulders look very nice, very Mazinger. I love the you know, the rounded shapes, cylindrical shapes that make up Mazingers. The gauntlets are really, really big and thick. This is a beefy Mazinger. I love the belly section. I love the gold here. The silver metallic paint is very, very nice. I like how it's striped on the side. That's a really nice design touch. On the back, you don't get much because, you know, you do have the scrander that's got to go in there. On the back, here's the, you do get a Tamashii stage adapter. Is this it? I guess this is it. Tamashii stage adapter that gets plugged in there. Forgot about that almost. And then the legs, you see the big metal joints right there, and then the big silver plated legs above it, below it I should say, and then the big boots that look pretty awesome. I do like them a lot. All the way down to the bottom and nicely sculpted. Really very, very cool, very Mazinger, but bulky. It's a bulky Mazinger design for this Mazinger Zero. It's pretty cool. For its own thing, it's definitely cool. Articulation on Zero here. Head moves at the neck and swivels at the head. I think the head's on a ball joint and then there's a swivel in there. The body, you get the upper body movement back and forth, and then you get the waist that can move back and forth and side to side as well. Shoulders has a butterfly joint. You can move the shoulder like so. Nice deeply. I do like that, the way it's formulated. Swivel at the upper bicep, and then obviously you can swivel there, and there goes the pile there again. The elbow joint is very nice because in here it goes in, so like that. That's really, really cool. Definitely dig that. Then the wrists are on ball joints. The legs are on these big, sturdy die-cast joints like so. Can go that way, forward. You gotta finagle a little bit, but you can go forward and back. And then you can swivel it on the inside here, and you can move it back and forth. So very cool, very interesting joint there. Double jointed knee works really, really well. Very deep, very nice. Do dig it. And then the ankle rocker works very, very good. Hinges forward nicely and back. And then you can move the foot away from the back of the foot. So pretty cool there. So some decent articulation on Mazinger Zero. One last piece of articulation. The forearms actually move. So you can move the cutters on, you know, to either side you want. So if you want to put the big one in the back or the front, you can do so. That's pretty cool. Also, one thing to mention, another thing to mention, I should say, when you take out the fists, as I have here to change out, the whole ball joint comes out. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt to replace the hand. So just be wary of that. As for the die-cast content, you get the back of the legs, the back piece here. This is die-cast. Is the whole thing die-cast? I don't think this front is, but this is definitely die-cast. Die-cast in the feet. The front part of the feet, not the back. Front parts are die-cast. Obviously, you see it in the joint there. That's die-cast. This is not. On the arms, I'm not sure if there's anything going on there, and definitely not in the joint, but the joints itself look like they're die-cast. And then the chest piece going to the back, the whole piece, both front and back are die-cast. So, you know, I missed that about SRCs. They did have a nice amount of die-cast for sure. I don't know where the arm went. And I do miss it. I want more die-cast figures in this size. And what size is that? Well, here's Mazinger Zero with a bunch of figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, this is actually the second time I'm filming this because in the process of, you know, filming my final thoughts and doing it. I just developed a different perspective on this figure, which I've had throughout, but it was really compounded when I was posing this guy around for my final thoughts, and yeah, it's not very good. Between the hands being very messed up, and whatever Bandai did there, and the factory did there, is not cool, to things just popping out like crazy on this figure. Like the arms, the forearms come out very easy, the chest pieces come out easy, the ear pieces come out easy, the little horns, which I almost lost twice. The pile there just not staying in. It's just frustrating to deal with. So I'm glad to have it. I'm glad because this was the final SRC and I really missed that line altogether, and I really wish Bandai would bring it back. You know, and I still don't love the actual design more to get more than this for this design. I still think I'm fine with this design. I don't need anything else. I know people love their futures and whatever else, and I don't care. I don't like the design. If I don't like the design, well, why would I get more? You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. So I'm fine with this being the representation, but it is a frustrating figure, and I definitely wanted to change my final thoughts to reflect that. Overall, it does look good though, and that's the one thing I will say that I said the first time. It does look good. So there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below, and please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.